I guess please could best describe my spirit in that space and time. The bills were all paid, had finally got a raise, so like Mary J, everything was just fine. So when she first appeared, I was overtaken. She completely took me by surprise. She fluttered into my view like a rush of butterflies. And from 2 houses down, I could see that she was put together quite well. Deep chocolate like the flesh of an M&M after you suck the color off the shell. Red cotton fabric struggled to cover her stallion-like thighs while simultaneously clinging with pleasure to conceal the rest of the prize. And as that sundress caressed her melon-like breast, I felt blessed to be next to inhale her presence and be vexed by her beauty and, of course, her booty, which had already moved me.
I'm Lyrical Shakespeare, and I'm representing Decatur, Georgia. I believe that music is cathartic, and that the songwriting process, that literally there is a song that fits every situation. And ultimately, if there isn't one that fits your situation, that means you haven't written it yet. I sing because that's what most makes me comfortable. I have a hard time expressing myself through words. If you talk to me in a conversation, you're not gonna understand nothing I'm saying. But you get me to start singing, I'm gonna take you from the beginning, the climax, the resolution, to the end and back around again. And at times when I felt like I wanted to give up the most and I was at my saddest and at my weakest, ultimately God, music, and good friends have really kept me moving along.
The girls are bitter, bitter, better, better, bit, 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 bitter, better, bitter. Baby, you're bitter, baby, so bitter. Like cream, she rises to the top. The girl's sweeter than my favorite lollipop. Her heart's keeping time with mine. She says, trust in her, then we'll be just fine. I've been thinking lately, maybe that's baby, I could be falling for you. Kiss and tell us so crazy, oh, now don't get away with maybes. I think you could be falling too. You can make my heart stop from across the room. I'm not really trying to fall, but you gotta make it hard not to. When our lips collide, the heavens part and doves take flight. Lightning don't strike the same place twice. I've been down love's ugly road before. I'm not open to what it has in store for me. If journey you would go, there's one thing you should know. It's gonna be a bumpy ride, baby. She wants to know how to grow and flow with me. Listen, spends time, treads carefully. I've been broken, don't try to fix me. Oh, so broken, don't you kiss me. She wants to know how to flow and grow with me. She listens, spends time, treads carefully. I was broken, yet you've healed me. Even one word that's broken. It's like I lived all my life until you.
My name is Infamous Cola Rum, and I live in East Point. I always good with words. Yeah, I was a cat on the Friday night, sitting with my partners. I'm the one doing all the talking. Piece I'm gonna be doing is called The Alms, as in alms giving, and arms as in arms, weapons for war, arms and songs. And it's a rendition of the 23rd Psalms. I was late night, I was smoking a joint, reading the Bible, and I came across Psalm 23, Lord is my shepherd, shall I want. I was just thought, I just thinking it needs to be like updated for the times. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me lie down in green pastures. With the 12-gauge Winchester for these child molesters that pose as pastors. Now though those green pastures may border rivers of disorder, whose waves and rapids are extorters of these niggas with weak auras, he leadeth me beside the still waters. He restoreth my soul with warmth similar to hugging an open door oven with your arms extended out over the stove. Whenever I'm murdered by hypothermia, for I am forever naked in the cold. Though that pain may ache, all terrain or straight, it doesn't matter which lane I take, walking through life's plain with the ordained who pump that true blue you in their veins or the fake. He leadeth me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake, soldiering on this thoroughfare, amid radio stations who give love offerings to Satan when they transmit their gangster music through the air, and women who channel demons from other dimensions with those dead people's extensions that they're twisting in their hair. I habitually pop prayers of popping the top off a bottle of beer, medicating my crusading with meditated breaths of air. Yea, do I walk through the valley of the shadows of death, with the mentality of criminality triggering my burglar's breath, since common sense has become a felony and reality of theft. Man, I will fear no evil of human monsters comprised of fecal that cleverly disguise themselves as people. For thou art with me, thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Like my 9mm redundancy, a soothing weapon as I step in bad company. Now when these niggas on empty with envy, break bread to befriend me, complimenting me splendidly with wine and Hennessy. Man, I'm inclined to dine in serenity, so I raise my glass and give a toast to their weak ass without any signs of enmity. For thou preparest a table before me in the presence of mine enemies, so that word worry in mine's mind is an obscenity. Whensoever copperheads and diamond bites coil, and these gold-digging bitches are out for spoils, thou anointest my head with oil that keepeth me greasy fish stick slick on aluminum foil. My nigga, I'm never spiritually sober amid spiritless teetotalers, for my cup runneth over the sobriety of a demonic culture. I guess that makes me a drunk driver, a hit and runner, and a holy roller, leaving a sacrificial meal of fresh roadkill for the flies and vultures. Give care to my coda. Divinely fucked up is my policy. Surely goodness and mercy will follow me all the days of my life, until my balls are praised by Christ, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord, smoking marijuana mixed with manna with the chairman of the boards, forever and ever. Let the church say, amen.
Come on, Cole. Hey!
My name is Avis, and I am from Atlanta, Georgia. I sing from my soul. I bring it from my fingers, I bring it from my feet, I bring it from all the hair on my head, and I go for it. It's not something that happened overnight. I mean, it took me going through a lot in life, not even in my craft, but in life, and feeling less than pleased with myself, with looking in the mirror and not being okay with what I saw. You know, it took that to stand here and not really pay attention to people. I pay attention, but it's a out of my body experience. Ain't no way for me to love you if you won't let me. Ain't no way for me to give you all you need if you won't let me give all of me.
Sahaba Moray, and I'm from Youngstown, Ohio.
Still my heart that I surrender helpless beneath silk and rose.
Performing is actually something I have to work at.
I ignore the
And I respect artists who are spoken word artists and who incorporate the dramatic factor into the stage, into their work. But I think it's two separate things, So I definitely respect that, and I acknowledge that definitely is my weakness. My strength is in my writing.
The dynamic that they were speaking of, it becomes monotonous because of the clicks. That now becomes the definition of poetry or spoken word, and everybody just begins to sound the same. And the people, that have that uniqueness are bringing something totally different that might challenge them, might scare them a little bit. It's rejected because they don't understand it or don't respect it. I just come off stage, and there was an individual who stopped me after the show, and it might appear to someone else that he was giving compliments and was just complimenting the show and behaving as a fan, but to me they weren't really compliments because it was more than just I liked your performance or you seem talented. It was more romantically based, and in my opinion some compliments really, they have no depth if you have only known me for so long.
Admirer, I am what they say, magnificent and beautifully made, with hair twisted and bent like the broken back of the beaten slave, with longing eyes searching for the message lying lost in aborted infants' graves, transcending beyond the superficialities of this pop culture. You see, my father is the keenest and most excellent of all sculptors. Admirer, I am what you suspect, highly favored and protected. My wisdom prohibits that foolishness like, oh girl, he can get it. Like he got to lick it before he dick it. And my self-respect is reflected in my bohemian/sophisticated/woman/daughter type dress. Yeah, but the problem is, you stumbled here by accident. Your perception of beauty had you lying helplessly at my feet, and you would spend your life so proving that image already created in your mind. For the last time, you don't know me. And while I may be all those things from depth to simplicity, infatuation has blinded your image, and ignorant lust will be the mortar which holds the walls of your prison. See, I may be whole, but perfect I am not, and I don't wish to be your worship idol and spend my life measuring up to your dreams, so please, just stop. Let me explain what you've chosen to ignore. I'm a bitch at night, and even worse in the morning. Sometimes I'm selfish and just don't give a damn, and what I need is a godly man not afraid to put down his hand. See, he's not intimidated by me or infatuated with me. He stands in awe and knows when to submit, but I will be his wife and not his trophy, bitch. Listen, a woman isn't a woman until she can testify. Tell the world of the hell for which she spread her thighs, and only because of God can I stand upright. Admire. Until you modify your vision, you might as well be for the devil's plight, so depart from me. Until you can cherish my imperfections and chastise my flaws, you really don't know what it is to truly love me.
Wake up in the morning, see your smile, girl. I feel so happy, 'cause God gave me you. Can't get you out of my system. All I need is you. You be my good thing, my good thing. Sugar, honey, iced tea.
Hey.
J. Iris, the ladies and gentlemen from Atlanta.
You're my good thing, sweet good thing.
Unprofessionally, I've been doing music since I was like 5. It's just been in me. Like I've been singing in churches all my life and talent shows and school stuff, course, all that type of stuff. Even went to college for it. I think it was my brother, because my older brother used to try to make me sing songs from church all the time. Just being in church. And I think what it was, when I got that reaction from the congregation, and it was a positive congregation, and they used to ask me like, when you gonna sing again? That kind of let me know that I was going in the right direction with music.
My gift is much more. The lyrics that I sing about, I try to make, when I sit down and write, I don't just sit down and like, oh yeah, she got a big booty. No, I try to make concepts. That's another thing that's missing out of the music today too. Concepts, to where I sing a song and you can envision everything that I'm singing from beginning to the end.
Think back in the day, like even, I don't know what era you grew up in, but Computer Love coming on and you running out to the dance floor. It's there a little bit, but slowly but surely they're trying to wean it out. And I'm like, how you gonna take one of the true forms of music, genres of music of R&B out of the game like that? Who are you to take it out? And
so a lot of people are skeptical about putting their talents because this is me. This is who I am. This is my inner being. This is my sanctuary. This is my safe haven of me surviving. Like when I'm about on the break of screaming and killing somebody or screaming and jumping off this building, this is where I go to keep me sane.
Come on in, so glad you came. Sit right there. Why don't you relax and unwind? It's about that time. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. I hope you're ready, 'cause I've been waiting on you all day long. Let me take off your shoes and then I'll kiss on your feet. This is your night, it's gonna be you and me. 'Cause I can't wait to unleash all this loving that I got in store. Baby, hurry up and close that door. Hell, you ain't seen nothing. Let me show you something. Come and get this big boy loving, girl. Girl, you know you want it. Whatever it is, I got it. Come and get this big boy loving, girl. Girl, what you waiting for? I'm ready to kick off the show. Come and get this big boy loving, girl. You're screaming your oohs and ahs and clenching the sheets so tight, and we can do whatever you like. Me on top of you, you on top of me, baby. We come too far to turn back now. This is ecstasy. Buckle up your seatbelt and get ready to ride up and down, round and round like a merry-go-round. From the windows to the walls, from the bed to the floor. This is your night, it's gonna be you and me.
This is what kills me in reference of Jamie Foxx, in reference of Rihanna, in reference of a Chris Brown track. I don't want to hear that. I'm J. Ira. Give me a J. Ira track.
Right.
I don't want to what a Keisha Cole gonna sound like. I already got that.
Try to intercept, try to break the mold, remember what the past told, learn from mistakes, reiterate, back up, let's try again. I'm Lady V the Poet. I'm originally from Augusta, Georgia. I live in East Atlanta. What I'm going through, trying to find the meaning in the looking glass I'm looking through. I've been writing since I've been in 9th grade in high school, but I've been doing spoken words since my first freshman year in college. I'm so privileged to host shows that I get to see everybody and everything. I'm like, yeah, something new, something new. So it's like exciting to me. Like when somebody takes the stage, I'm like, yeah, you know, I got something from you. I got your unique voice. And it helps with my poetry as well. So I love hosting shows. When it comes to poetry for me, my motto is to provide stages and microphones to voices that need to be heard. I think that everybody has their own unique voice, everybody has their own unique life experience that they need to share to make a collective art, just a collective to make everybody just know that they're not alone in the world. That's one part of you. What is the other side? What is your relationship poems? What is your, I want to hear some other layers, but I love Jesus, yes, but you know, what is your other stuff? And it's like, you know, I get kind of bored sometimes and I'm like, okay, this is your only stuff, okay, whatever. I sat watching her wearily and thoughtfully, mechanically maneuver each breath from her lungs to keep herself alive, like carrying 50-pound puffs of weighted clouds up a mountain in the heat of summer. She moaned with the tedious pain of existence, but smiled for she knew that's what her audience came to see. An epiphany washed over me like a crashing wave of clarity. I want more out of life. I want more than this. I don't want to be sitting in my rocker half asleep, aching from the regrets of all my lost time, ripping through the nightmarish sheets of old and dusty journals detailing the pettiness of egotistical affairs, throwing my body out, hoping to be caught casually to fill my hunger for attention. The lustful ways of instant, yet always short-lived pleasure. No, there's got to be more. I have to find it. If I hold back once more, my fire might disappear. My eyes will just glaze over to drown in a pool of apathy. I can't pretend to care so passionately and really not give a damn. This life is too short. I must find the more. I can't be at death's door, frankly, trying to tie up loose ends, fighting to keep fair weather friends who ran and hid when the sky got gray. Zombie routine, day by day, hating your life and not embracing my own, casting stones at all your faults while drowning in the quicksand of all my sins, forgiving again and again, yet being left alone in silence. Violent spasms trying to break free, but the ropes on my wrist are too tight. You can't convince me otherwise. I know I'm better than this. I must find the more. There's got to be more. Destiny and hope mixed with prayer and fate. I must find the more. It'll never ever be too late.
Never knew you promised with a ring. Change my views.
My name is Brianna Hightower, and I am 21 years old.
I was never hiding. Took you so long to find me. Oh, you're my good thing, my good thing.
I've been singing since I was about 7, but willingly I've been singing since probably about 14 or 15. Just having a lot of fear and being really shy as an only child. I loved it being by myself, but when it came in front of people, I hated being judged or, anyone comparing me to my mom who sings as well. I just wanted to be myself and wanted to be an individual, and I didn't feel like people really would accept me, basically. So now I find myself wanting to quit all the time when I listen to the radio for too long. Sometimes I hear something that I'm like, I know I'm better than that. And, looking at my own progress, and maybe I'm always saying, am I doing something wrong? The song that I chose to sing is called Hope for Love. It's an original song. The song basically is what the title says. The song is for that future partner that I hope to have. Someone that will be patient enough to allow me to, figure out what it is love really is.
This time I feel real love, and I hope you understand that I'm here to hold your hand. I hope that matters in the end. And I hope you love me, and I hope we're meant to be. 'Cause this time I know it's real, real love. And I hope you understand. I matter a little more than a friend, no. 'Cause you make me hope for love, yeah. Hope for love with you. You make me hope for love, hope for love, hope for love with you. Nobody else makes me feel like you do. Nobody else, nobody else makes me. You make me hope for love.
Yellow.